Good morning, welcome to a morning review. This is Kim Watson speaking for Easy Trader. Okay, looking today, got non-farm payrolls coming out later, so that's the key numbers coming out. So apart from that, we're really down to the technicals. That's at 1:30 this afternoon. The euro at the moment, we saw yet another sell-off. We continued putting in lower highs, lower lows as we watched down. I mean, it's just as easy to watch the 4-hourly here on the right-hand side. Now there is a chance we could start breaking this mold a little bit. There again, I've said that a few times, I think. But I am looking if we break. I've just looked at the 60-minute time frame. We're pretty choppy where we are at the moment, and it's a bit pinched in terms of price action. A break of the lows here would see me looking for yesterday's lows and looking for a short into the lows there. A break of the high side, well, maybe look for longs and pushing up that way. There is some short-term upside potential up to that 50 MA. We got so close to it a couple of times, but we've hit it before, so I'm not overly fussed by it. But as I say, so really I'm really looking for breaks of the highs. I say the highs, but this trend line I've drawn on here to push up towards that 100 MA if it's going to go. Looking at the pound dollar, similar story in terms of lower lows, lower highs. Again, we've got the potential for to push up and beyond, but we haven't hit the 4-hourly 21 for a long time. It could come back within to the monthly pivots there, back into the R3, so that's certainly a possibility. At some point, we're very oversold levels on both the euro and the pound where we are. However, on these time frames, they can remain that way for some time. Now, I've drawn on here a sort of trend line across the lows here, where I'd look for shorts at the moment. Really, in this sort of wedge pattern we're sitting in, it's really looking like it's the longs are going to, or I'll be looking for longs, possible long side. Although resistance isn't that too far away at yesterday's highs, but if it does push towards that level, we've hit it a couple of times. We did it intraday. We did it during the Asian session. We did it yesterday during the afternoon session, sort of US session, and we could push up for that if it managed to break the highs there. So there is a possibility, but we are so pinched at the moment. It's quite variable, and is not the best position to be in. I'd rather be selling on the short side at the moment, ideally. Okay, dollar yen. Looking higher levels there. So yesterday managed to hold on to most of its gains, but it just consolidated over quite a period there. Again, really, I'm looking for the break of the highs of those sort of levels. We'll come back to the 60-minute chart, and you can. There's a bigger trend line running across the highs there over a longer period, or there's this short-term one, which if we see that broken through the 50 MA, we could be pushing back up towards yesterday's highs. Low side there is a possibility, but it's very, very choppy. It's difficult in terms of direction. Looking at the Aussie dollar, this has got direction, and it's been going pretty positive. It's moved quite nicely. Now this is we put a pivot swing in yesterday. I was talking about it in our trading room, and then that's pushed through now, and well, it's pretty close. It's air kissed and just reacted off that daily 21. Now that could push on further and look for its monthly pivot. It's certainly, of all the majors against the dollar, it's holding the best at the moment, and it has pushed up quite nicely. Looking at the short term, it was actually probably a couple of trend lines. I've drawn one of them on already. There's another trend line running from the lows here. If it was to break that side, well, maybe we'll see a sell-off. But to me, it almost looks like we're going to see it the opposite way around again. So we'll see this sort of upper level pushed. It may break beyond that and continue to the upside, but at the moment, even if it breaks this very tight trend line here to the downside, I may just step aside, because to me there's the risk, like we saw yesterday, this sort of chop. Once again, we could see quite a range here apply. Of course, the non-farm payrolls may change that and give us a bit more direction at some point. Okay, that's it for me. Have a great day. I'll be back on Monday. Bye for now.